I just go ahead and splash on them.
Hello everyone, it's Kim and I hope you guys are living long, strong, healthy, and happy. If this is your first time seeing my face, welcome to Thinking Out Loud, a place where I share college tips, life journey tricks, reflections, and a place where we can think out loud. I don't know about you guys, but when I hear
"Don't be silly, oh my god," you do not need work experience to get that internship. Okay, Kim? You don't need it.
I low-key want to pimp slap them. You guys are probably wondering why. Well, when I do decide to apply for this job or internship, I don't get it because someone that has work experience, you know, the thing that apparently I didn't need, or someone who has connections gets the job. And the thing is, it's really frustrating because you know you got what it takes to perform and get that job or internship done. However, because your resume is emptier than your bank account, as a college student, they overlook you. Well guys, get cozy, get your juice, get your kombucha, get your soda, get your wine, get whatever will make you feel comfortable, because today, as you guys can see by the title below, we are gonna learn 5 ways as to how you can build your resume whilst you're in college. Okay guys, so the first way that you can build your resume is by working for your professor. If you're new to this channel, I'll let you guys slide. However, if you're not new to this channel, you guys remember that video, you know, it's probably popping up right now. The one where I said the 5 ways as to how you can work smart, not hard in college. And I talked about something in particular. And if you don't remember, let me refresh your memory real quick, okay? When you have nobody to write that letter of recommendation for you. It won't be corny when you can't find someone to help you find a job. And it won't be corny when you see that F on your paper and you gotta come back again to the same professor the next year. Is it corny then? Yeah. When I said find a job, this is what I meant. Because there are many professors who are more than happy to have teacher's assistants. And if you're in grad school, graduate assistants. It is honestly as simple as going to a professor who teaches in a field that you would like to work in the future and just asking them for assistance. You can help them grade papers, organize assignments for them, research, organize meetings for them, or even teach the class when they're busy. And if they're an adjunct professor, meaning they're not full-time professors, so therefore they cannot have a teacher's assistant, they can simply refer you to one of their colleagues who is actually a full-time professor, or better yet, they can actually recommend you to a recruiter that is looking for someone to work in that specific field. Just like that, you have work experience to put on your resume and a recommendation letter. Like what? Of course, that can't happen if the professor doesn't know you or like you. Okay, so the second way that you can build your resume is by joining a club and getting involved. Okay, look, I get it. We're all busy with schoolwork, friends, boo things, food, whatever you use as an excuse. And I know you're probably like,
listen, Kim, I can join a club so it looks good on my resume, but get involved? Nah, nope, nope, you got the wrong one.
okay, look here, y'all. Recruiters see applicants in all different types of clubs all the time. But here's the thing. They only see a handful of students who are actually in those clubs and creating impact in that school or in their community. I'm sorry to break this to you, but you just putting, I am a member of the graphic design club, for example, does not mean nothing. For all they know, you probably pulled up to the club meetings to get some pizza and dip. Now, if you say, president of the graphic design club, for example, and under that you put, I organized a Photoshop workshop for university students and local high school students. I organized a panel where people from the graphic design industry came in and talked to people so that they can motivate them to get into that field. Now, you have a competitive advantage. Now, if you have this excuse, but Kim, there are no clubs that have my passion or my major. Here's what I have to say to that. Get off your booty, round up some students who are also interested in what you're interested in, and make your own damn club. You do realize that those clubs, all of those weird clubs that you probably like, wait, where the hell did this come from? Yeah, they didn't all come from the school. The school didn't just create them out of nowhere. They came from students who had a specific passion and drive to create that club. So in my university, I believe we need 10 or more students who are willing to actually join that club. So boo-boo, get a sign-up sheet and get started. Because here's the thing, doing this will not only allow you to get work experience, but yo, you know how fire your resume is gonna look when you put that you created a whole club? A whole club? Like what? So in my university, there are these big research projects or national competitions for big companies, whereas they take a handful of students and they actually tell them to work on these projects or competitions. And so the third way that you can build your resume is by basically taking part in these research projects or national competitions. Okay, so I basically signed an NDA and I don't know how much I can disclose, and I ain't trying to get sued, you know what I'm saying, but I'm going to try and be as vague as possible about this project. But I basically participated in one of these projects, and one thing that I've seen is that usually it's a professor that knows you and I've seen you perform in their class, and they like tell you about it and then they eventually pick you. But anyway, even though you're not technically working for that big company, recruiters seeing that you, let's say for example, worked on the marketing strategy of Nike. This is an example, this is not what I worked on. I'm not trying to get sued, okay? This is not what I worked on. If you're basically making a marketing strategy for this specific company, or you doing a little bit of innovation for like an AI company or something like that, and you put it on your resume, are you sure that recruiters are gonna overlook that? And of course, if there are no competitions in your school that is specifically for your passion or major, because I know these competitions are kind of rare, they're not like as frequent as like assignments and stuff like that. But if there are no competitions for the field that you want to pursue, you can totally ask like professors if they can help you arrange that for the school, or better yet, you can look it up yourself, and then from there you can talk to the university about it. Now, another way that one of my favorite professors told me about to build your resume is by actually reaching out to local brands and asking them if you can solve a specific problem for them. Now, I never had the opportunity to actually do this. Meanwhile, I wish I did, because this would have been so good for me, but I'm giving you guys a token. But to get a better understanding of this, let's take an example. Let's say, for example, you're a computer science major and you know how to code and design websites. After doing a little bit of research, you've noticed that there is a local printing shop that doesn't have a high functioning or appealing website. You create a plan as to how to solve the problem, and then you suggest it to them. Now, of course, since they're a local business, they might not have enough money to afford to pay for you. However, I'm gonna tell you what my professor told me, because I had the same issue. I was like, so I'm about to help you get bread and you ain't gonna give me bread? What she said is that we're aiming for the big picture, which is, of course, to gain work experience and eventually work at a firm or work somewhere where they can actually afford your services. Now, if they do not need your services or they do not want your services, you can just ask around until you find someone that actually does. Now, the fifth way that you can build your resume is by actually creating your own business. Now, I feel like a lot of the times when people think of businesses, they go straight to LLC or CO or a 10-page business plan. And although there are many businesses that are like that, that's not how all businesses started off. So let's say you're a finance major, okay? And you're really good with budgeting or financial literacy. Child, You slap on a name, you slap on a logo, and you get your money. This does not only allow you to further explore and actually exercise your talents, but as a college broke student, you're getting money for it. Also, creating a business in college is great because it's like everyone is in one space and it's so much easier for you to advertise it. Also, let's be honest, college student, we love to get things without moving around too much. You're telling me that all I have to do is go to that dorm right over there to get my hair done rather than me going all the way to my hometown to get it done? Okay. Your next excuse could be, my talent does not have to do with my major. What I can say to that is I believe in finding a way for anything. If you're a computer science major, and let's say you decided to create your own clothing brand, if you're looking for a job or internship in computer science, you highlight the aspects of the business that reflects computer science. In your resume, you talk about how you created the website or maybe the web design. If you had to create an app, maybe you had to create the app. Or maybe you did some fashion tech. You decided to do a little bit of fashion and technology in that. Don't think just because it doesn't say explicitly that it is a coding or computer science business, that there is no computer or coding involved in the business. Okay, so we have a little bonus, and this is of course like a sixth way of building up your resume. A sixth way that you can build up your resume is by displaying your talents on a specific platform. So that basically means putting things on YouTube, creating your own blog, doing things on Instagram, just all of those extra stuff. It also shows recruiters and companies more of a tangible work experience that you have. Now, with all of these ways to build your resume, especially for the business one, they have one thing in common, and that is that you have to put yourself out there. And I know it can be scary, because don't worry, I want you guys to subscribe and hit your bell notification, because on my next video, we are gonna have some thinking out loud time. Yes, thinking out loud time is happening again, and we are gonna be talking about putting yourself out there. Y'all, we're gonna talk about why it's important, and of course how you can overcome this fear of actually putting yourself out there. And of course, this putting yourself out there topic is not only for college students, this is for everyone, because after college, before college, if you don't go to college, you gotta put yourself out there, okay? Do not forget to like this video, and of course, comment down below whether these tips helped you out. And of course, if there are any tips that I did not talk about, do not forget to comment down below and share with the rest of the community. Anyways, guys, stay blessed, stay positive, stay home, and I will see you guys very, 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 very soon. Bye!